Hello and welcome to another video. And here I got you one of my favorite ones. I do love a good FAFO Latino, and I have you a good one this time. So stay towards the end because you're really gonna like this one. And let's roll the clips, and please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Help us to support liberal media, okay, with your subscribing. MAGA nuts, the MAGA nuts have all the likes, the MAGA nuts have all the subscribers. Help us to support liberal media. Thank you.
Latinos for Trump are a group of people I will never understand, because not only are they selling out their own, they are selling out their own family members.
But I voted for you to take the other ones, not me. Hijo de puta.
Why you lying to my face and ruin my kids? You know I'm pro-life for real. Jesus take the wheel, Jesus take the wheel. Okay, Jesus take the wheel, Jesus take the wheel.
Myself, I'm Cuban. My whole family is immigrants. So you would think, hey, I'm pro-immigrant. He can offend Cubans tomorrow and I wouldn't care, as long as my life is better and my peers are enjoying their life as well.
What I would like to see is more jobs come up here, less war, a backbone for America, a better immigration policy. My father came here, got us all citizenships from overseas. He had 4 children. He brought us into all those things to give us a better future. Things are haywire. Let's see what we could get done in this go around with Trump.
I know tons of people that just came from Cuba 20 years ago, doctors, and they've done their American dream. They've done their due process.
I wanted to see Trump back in the White House. And I think people who come here legally, or people who are here and see what is going on with the immigration and how they're giving thousands and thousands of dollars for these people who are coming here, money that they could be spending on the problems that we have in our country.
As I was saying, I love the Hispanics. I love them. I love Hispanics, and they're hard workers, and boy, are they entrepreneurial, and they're great people, and they are warm. They are warm. Sometimes they're too warm, you want to know the truth. They are warm people. But you have to turn out the record numbers that we need in order to really demand a better future, and you have to go out, you have to vote. We want to win. We want to take care of the great state of New Mexico. We're going to defeat Kamala Harris, the worst vice president, and we're going to make America great again.
Yes, and this is another episode, the roaches for raid, the chickens for Kentucky Fried Chicken. This is another episode of chaos for Burger King. You get the point, okay? People that is voting for their own demise just to make sure that someone else had pain and suffering when they're gonna be the ones having pain and suffering. This is completely unsure craziness, you guys. It's just crazy. And we just have another good episode of Latinos for Trump. Watch it towards the end because you're gonna like it.
It's Juneteenth, and I told myself I wasn't working today, but I guess I can be the one to tell you that the Hispanic people coming on these platforms talking about they regret their vote because their relatives are being deported or detained in detention centers, stop. You're speaking the wrong language. You're falling on deaf ears. These messages need to be in Spanish only. Black people knew what was going on all along. We tried to warn y'all, but y'all didn't care because y'all thought we were going to be the only people up a creek. Guess y'all need to pick up a paddle and start rowing. At this point, anti-blackness and the desire to align yourselves with white supremacy has gotten the Hispanic community in quite a pickle. We want no parts of it. Until then, I can empathize with you because I have a heart, but I have no sympathy because you lack contrition and you are not genuine in your regret. We tried to tell you what was going to happen. That man told you exactly what he was going to do, and you were okay with it when you thought it was going to be people like me on the receiving end of the harm. Now that it's people like you, your family, well, what's that song say? Everybody plays the fool.
You know what's sad? It's sad to see a bunch of Puerto Ricanos, a bunch of Boricuas talking about this is what I voted for. Ustedes son unos chorros de vendido. Do you really think he likes you? Do you really think he can look at you and say, oh, you know what? They're good. They voted for me. No. He doesn't like you. And he never will. He treated us like shit during Maria. He wanted to sell us to Greenland or trade us to Greenland, whatever it is. He does not care for Puerto Rico. And he does not care for you. So what makes you think that you are any better than them? You think he likes us better than the immigrants that he's rounding up? No. Once he's done with them, he's coming after the Puerto Ricanos. He's coming after the blacks. He's coming for anybody that's not white and rich. But you guys all want to be like, Latinos for Trump, Latinos for Trump. Hasta que no se afecten personalmente, no van a aprender. But in my eyes, if you voted for Trump, you're a traitor. You're a traitor, and I will never, ever be able to trust a traitor like you. So, háganse el favor. Si quieren ser blanco, no se llamen puertorriqueños entonces. Quítate en ese título. No se lo merecen. Porque ustedes no son mejores que los mexicanos o los venezolanos o los latinos que se estén llevando. No son mejores. Vendepatrias.
Another Latino MAGA voter bites the dust. I'm going to show you the video of him. And I made a video about this a few weeks ago, months ago. Now listen to this.
Video shows one agent pushing Brian up against the wall and demanding he prove his citizenship.
I truly believe I was a target because of my race. I believe I was racially profiled.
Yes, you were.
I believe I was attacked because I was walking while brown.
Brian says he voted for Trump.
Because I believe he ran on lies. He ran on lies. He lied to many of us.
President Trump said that he was going to do this. He said mass deportations. He said this is part of his plan.
Yeah, he said criminals. We were all manipulated. We were all brainwashed. And now look at us. We are all suffering because of it. And I feel guilty.
A few things. FAFO. F around and find out. We're seeing this happen across Latinos across the country. They're finding out. I'm not here to feel bad about them, but I will tell you this. We need to figure out how to have conversations, how to bring them back in, because we need all the votes and all the help we can get. These midterms, they're about to get rigged. These Texas maps, that's what's going to affect these midterms, which is why I have been so vocal about what is happening here in Texas. But back to Latinos for Trump. How do we start building bridges? I know we can't with all of them. I know some of them are just...
I don't ever want to hear that Trump isn't racist, because what's happening right now is 1000% about color. He's targeting innocent Latinos and deporting them, tearing families apart, even deporting Americans. He's deported American children with cancer without their medical supplies. On top of that, he's deporting people that are actually in the legal process of becoming Americans. Meanwhile, on Monday, he is welcoming white, keyword white, South Africans into America. He's providing them housing, prepaid phones, weather appropriate clothing, groceries, house furnishings, all while also saying that Latinos are draining the economy. Are you, like, be so fucking for real. Be so fucking for real, because these are the same Latinos that work multiple jobs. When have you seen a Latino immigrant begging on the street? Oh, wait. Latino immigrants work multiple jobs, don't even qualify for the benefits that he falsely claims that they are abusing. Babe, they can't even get these benefits. They will sell you flowers, wash your car, wash your house, wash the dishes. They do everything. They don't qualify for these benefits. You think if they qualified for these benefits that they would have all these multiple jobs, babe? Oh my God, like, at this point, I just don't want to hear it. I feel like there's so many people that I know personally that have been gaslighting me, constantly saying, oh, Trump he's not racist, he loves Latinos. Then make it make sense. Make it make sense. And then the ACLU has already reported there has been so many U.S. citizens that have been arrested and detained because they have been racially profiled. Yeah, for the color of their skin and for speaking Spanish. So please, I don't want to fucking hear it. It is about race. It is about color. If you're black and brown in America, you are targeted. And right now they're trying to get rid of habeas corpus, which is going to eliminate your right to resist arrest. So yeah, for all the Latinos that voted for Trump, babe, it's you or me next at the end of the day. Like, this is about color. This is about preserving whiteness. This has always been that. And, you know, I don't think that we are at a point to, like, blame the people, the Latinos that voted for Trump anymore. I think it's just wake up. Like, there's literally nothing that he's doing that's going to benefit you. Nothing. And I don't think that you need to wait for it to, like, personally affect you for you to wake up. I really beg and implore you to do your own research and just wake up. This isn't right. This is so sad.
They didn't ask me for any ID. I was telling the officer if I can give him the ID, but he said that just keep my hands up, not moving. And then after that, he told me to get out of the car, and then he put the handcuffs on me. And then he went to me and said, how did I get into this country? And if I was waiting for court or if I have any case. And I told him I was an American citizen. And he looked at his other partner like, you know, smiling, like saying, can you believe this guy? Because he asked the other guy, do you believe him?
Machado said he was uncuffed and immediately released after showing his driver's license. The two men with him were taken into custody. He does not know why. The incident has caused him to reflect.
Definitely, because like I say, I was Trump supporter. I voted for Trump last elections, but because I thought it was going to be the things, you know, like be pointless, like just go against criminals, not every illegal Hispanic looking like that they will assume we are illegals. You know.
So, do you think that's what they're doing now?
That's what they're doing now. They're just following Hispanic people looking like.
Immigration lawyers suggest that residents and citizens carry ID with them at all times.
And I am so glad there's so many people, so many Latinos that voted for him. They just been racially profiled so many times. Okay, I have few in here that when they've been racially profiled, but it's so many of them. I saw a clip recently. I didn't include in here because I lost the clip. I saved it and then I couldn't find it. But it was this man that was Hispanic. He was in a pharmacy buying a medicine for his wife that she just recently gave birth a child. So he needed to go and get a medicine for her. So I found him in a pharmacy and they took him and they was in the process of deporting, and it was heartbreaking to see this man cry, to see my wife need this medicine. She's gonna die if I don't bring her this medicine. I need to go with her for I can just bring her the medicine that she needs, because otherwise she's gonna die if I don't bring her this medicine that she desperately needs and she just get birth. It is just heartbreaking, but it's just 65% of Latino men voted for this. A child, a person they call Mexican rapists. So this 65% of Mexican male, they voted for the orange buffon. They believe themselves that they are rapists. That's what you're just proving. That's what you're just proving, that you believe that what he's just saying is truthful. And he called Puerto Rico an island of garbage. An island of garbage. So, and it's 100 different things that he talked about Latinos that is just disgusting. This man is a disgusting being, and he's extremely sick by now. I don't know if he's just gonna make it towards the end of this year. I hope that he can make it back. I don't think, and I hope that he can make it before they can arrest him, because it's few things that we're gonna be finding out really soon. But I hope that he can survive before he can get arrested. That's what I really want. But he just been really sick.
For Newsweek, you probably received an article that says a Trump supporter detained by ICE agents regrets votes. We are all brainwashed. Who is we? Who is we? Because not I. I wasn't brainwashed. And many of you people here on this app, especially on the liberal TikTok, we were not convinced by Trump. We knew exactly what he was going to do. But this man, all it took was somebody to detain him from immigration. I wonder why. All of a sudden, you had an epiphany. They stopped me because of the color of my skin, because of my race. Okay, Brian Gavidia, I'm glad you woke up. I'm glad you're joining a lawsuit of these illegal detentions that they're doing. So I have a question for you, Brian Gavidia. If you were never stopped in the first place, would you continue to support this administration? This is the issue that we have with Trump or Latinos. They will not believe until it actually affects them. Despite what they're seeing on Instagram, on TikTok, they see these videos of people just being pulled down by police. It's like you don't fucking care until it affects you. It makes me really angry and it really frustrates me. Because now you're expecting for us to corral around you. But listen, I'm very happy that you joined the lawsuit, but what are you going to do next? Are you going to change your party affiliation? Are you going to canvass for Democratic candidates? Are you going to talk to friends and family about your situation and why they should not vote Republican? See, actions speak louder than words, and you are part of the problem. Your work has barely begun. You have a great day.
Hello, 92%. So, I am seeing many videos from the Fuck Around and Find Out Latinos for Trump, who are now terrified about all of the ICE raids and the mass deportations that is happening in their communities. And I see a lot of us, the 92%, who are stitching their videos and essentially reading them the riot act, saying Black people tried to tell you, you voted against your own interests, all of that kind of stuff. And I love watching those videos. I, however, won't personally do it because I don't want to drive more engagement to their page when someone clicks on the link to who they are, so they can stitch it as well. But I applaud you guys. Keep the 92% to hear, because I want you to acknowledge this part. When you do stitch their videos, when you do go to read them the riot act, or actually anybody who is basically a Kamala voter, a non-Trump voter, a person who says, hey, who voted for Kamala, who tried to prevent this from happening. Here's the one thing, but especially for the 92%. I want you all to hear what a lot of these Latinos for Trump are not saying. I want you to hear what they won't say. What is that? They are saying everything from, my parents immigrated here for a better life, and I'm a first generation, and I was born here, and now I'm up because my parents came here illegally. Now they're saying they might deport me. I've paid for immigration lawyers. I've done this, I've done that. They are saying everything about how it's just horrible how Trump is doing them when they voted for him, and they thought they were only going to get rid of the bad ones or the criminals and not people like me. That okay? I want you to hear everything they are not saying. And what is that? What are they not saying? Because we're going to come on here and tell you, Black people tried to tell you. Black people been living this. Black people been trying to tell you all the time. We voted to try to help you. We voted to make sure this wouldn't happen. But I want you all to hear what they are not saying. The one thing you will never hear fall out of their fucking lips. We should have listened to Black people. We should have listened to Black people. Black people were right. Black people knew this was going to happen, and we didn't listen.
Hey, my boy, Latinos for Trump, they make me laugh, my boy. You're better off saying chickens for KFC, my boy. Or cows for Burger King, my boy. Straight to the slaughterhouse, my boy. I don't understand it, my boy. Serio, my boy. What do you guys think is gonna happen once they deport all the illegals, my boy? They're gonna start coming after us, my boy. So for all you fools out there, all you vatos saying, oh yeah, I'm an American, proud American, Mexican American, you're gonna be on that list, my boy. They don't like our brown skin, my boy. They don't like that we're hard workers, my boy. We're taking all their jobs, my boy. They just don't like us, my boy. So stop trying so hard to be accepted, my boy. Because the facts are that you're never gonna get accepted, my boy. So don't forget where you come from, my boy. Where your bloodline is from, my boy. And your culture, my boy. Think about it, my boy.
And yes, and he's not a racist. What are you talking about? DT, the orange buffoon, is not a racist. So many Latinos say that. And he had been proved. He had to settle a case in New York where he was denying equal opportunity to rent to black people and other minorities in one of his apartment complex that he used to have before. He is not a racist. Of course, he's not a racist. And his dad was a member of the KKK. He is not a racist. And the guy that was the producer of his show, okay, the producer of his show that he used to have in NBC, he told in an interview that Donald Trump, the orange buffoon, he constantly used to say the N word and say all kinds of racist comments when they were recording the show. But he's not a racist. I'm just telling you, roaches for raid. That's what we have right now. This is what we have right now. Chickens for Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's what we have right now. Black people for the KKK. Help to make sense. It doesn't make no sense. It does not make sense.
So, some absolutely disturbing news. So there's a video where an ICE agent is caught saying, while they're detaining numerous people off the streets just because simply the color of their skin, racial profiling against Latinos, they were picking up a group of people, and you hear one of the gentlemen say, let me say something. And a pedestrian, a civilian, asks the ICE agent, what if they're legal? And he goes, well, we'll just detain them. And then if they're legal, we'll let them go. So this should concern every single fucking person in this fucking country that is Latino or looks Latino or is not YT, because they're basically racial profiling, picking you up, kidnapping you off the street. And once they verify your identity, which at this rate, with the thousands of undocumented migrants that they have that are unaccounted for as of now, you could get lost in the system and be detained for months at a time. And I'm talking about U.S. citizens. I'm talking about legal residents. I'm talking about anyone that is not YT or looks like me is at risk. So, scary fucking times we're living in. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Share the video so everyone knows to be on high alert if you look like me and you're not white. I love you. Be safe out there.
Here's a video she made saying, I realized a little too late that I was part of the problem.
I wasn't thinking when I voted or that I told.
Oh wait, she turned comments off.
Watch the news. I had to ask myself the same question that hundreds of you are asking me, is why did I vote the way I did? I've spent the last few days reflecting, and I feel like I came through some sort of revelation, or like blindfolds were ripped off my eyes. I started seeing things differently. I questioned my beliefs, my choices, and my role in all of it.
Why couldn't you question your beliefs at the beginning, dude? I'm sorry, I get it. You know, some people are blinded, and for certain situations, I do, feel for people that say, yo, I'm sorry, I was blinded. But I don't know, for this one, I just can't feel sorry for you, dude. I really can't. Yeah, for some people, they have to personally be affected to care.
I've been thinking a lot about this, and I know it's going to be controversial, but I'm actually rooting for Latinas and Latinos who voted for Trump. I really am. I really hope that they get everything that they voted for, and I hope that they never forget who they voted for. So when they're waving goodbye to their undocumented partner because they got deported back, I want them to remember who they voted for. When their abuelita needs life-saving care, but there is no Medicaid because it's been slashed to the bone, I want them to remember who they voted for. When they watch their nieces and nephews struggle because birthright citizenship is gone and all of a sudden their family isn't welcome, I want them to remember who they voted for. When they have a child with special needs but there's no funding, no resources, no Department of Education, I want them to remember who they voted for. When all of a sudden their family's neighborhood is targeted with more policing instead of community support, I want them to remember who they voted for. When there's no money for your family but a whole bunch for billionaires, I want them to remember who they voted for. When environmental protections vanish and the air is so disgustingly polluted that their kids develop asthma or something similar, I want them to remember who they
And we just made it towards the end of this video. Please don't forget giving a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for staying towards the end. Help us to support liberal media. And what do you think? What do you think? Because one of the second clips that I have, third clip that I have, is a lady that I say, okay, it's no time to be proud. You had to admit that we black people, we told you that this is what's gonna happen. We told you that you're just gonna get racially profiled if this man gets in office. We told you all these things that were happening in the Latino community that is heartbreaking it. And yes, and black people told Latinos that that's gonna happen and they didn't want it to listen. Okay, so I guess you had to pay for the consequences. We had to pay the consequences as a community. And we, all the people that we don't vote for the orange buffon, we're still paying the consequences of other people voting for him. Please, 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 drop a like, okay? And just subscribe to my channel and activate the notification bell. That way you don't miss any videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you want to gift to me money for coffee, here I will leave you all the information and a kit in the candy store. Every time that I receive money for coffee, I'm like, yay! And I don't use it sometimes for coffee, I use it for drinks or something, but it's good because in the time that I'm editing, I just need a little pick me up for I can just make it through editing this video. So I appreciate your support if you can. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.